guys, this is Sharad with REsimpli. I'm here with Phil Long. He's been using REsimpli for a while. I wanted to bring him on and just learn a little bit about his experience. Hi, Phil. How are you, man?
I'm doing great. Yourself?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you so much for jumping on the call. I appreciate it. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where do you live? What market do you invest in? And what kind of investing do you do?
Sure. So I live in this great big town called Boiling Springs, Pennsylvania. No stoplights. Right beside Carlisle. A lot of people know that for this car show. And then Harrisburg, Pennsylvania is the capital of Pennsylvania, although it's pretty small in size compared to Philly or Pittsburgh. So South Central Pennsylvania market is where I invest. And I went down the path of, read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad in 2015. That led me down the path of real estate. I've always done it part-time on the side since 2015, and then was partnered with a guy that I'm a blessing to be in business with. He's has a wealth of knowledge and runs a regular traditional brokerage, and partnered with him a couple years ago. And last February in 2021, I was able to quit my full-time job and focus strictly on real estate. And we primarily do flips. We'll do a little wholesaling, but mostly fix and flip investor. Yeah, it's been great.
That's great. And congratulations on jumping full-time, man. That's always a great feeling, right?
It was.
So, yeah.
I don't miss the company. I miss the company card and the company gas card, especially right about now. But other and the insurance. But yeah, it's definitely it's been great going on my own.
Absolutely, man. And if you don't mind sharing, how many deals are you doing per month or per year? If you don't want to share, totally okay.
Recently has been on fire. I've got 12 properties either under contract, in rehab, or under contract to sell on the sell side. So, and just picked up 2 last week and 1 this morning. That
awesome.
I would say prior to that, I was only doing about 1 deal a month or 1 or 2 deals a month, getting them under contract. But things have really started to take off. I had some mentoring with James Hodges, who I understand you know, from REI Game Changers, great guy. You know, just with consistent follow-up and the use of REsimpli, I just really like how it makes it easy to do follow-up, to put them on the drip and then to do follow-up. And I had a lead manager for a while, had to let him go. But I still have an admin, and between he and I, things are just starting to pop. So we had a goal of doing 24 deals this year, a mix of wholesales, hotels, and fix and flips. And we're on pace to blow that, probably do like 30 or 35 deals this year.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations to triple your business. That's fantastic.
And again, mostly fix and flip. Our real... Right. You know, what holds us back is finding the contractors to do the work. That's our number one.
Yeah, I mean, I do a lot of fix and flip also, so I can totally relate to that. And you said you've been investing since 2015, but you went full-time last year?
That's correct. And I had a few rentals at one time, wholesaled maybe. I think the most I may have done in 1 year was 4 or 5, but it very, small time, very part-time. Now it's just, we're starting to scale our operation to a point where
And it's just you and a VA on your team?
That's correct. Yeah.
Awesome. That's a super efficient business you're running. Fantastic.
Yes. My partner, my 50-50 partner is kind of the brains and I guess the visionary, if you will, and I'm the integrator, if you...
Right. The traction, yeah. What's your primary marketing channel?
Right now, it's texting. I was always a cold caller, loved the Brent Daniels TTP method, and learned from him many years ago, and was always a cold caller, a little bit of direct mail here and there, but texting, trying to take advantage of this texting. I don't know how long it's going to be around, but texting is a great source. And then a little bit of cold calling, depending on the list. I'll use cold calling for like those inherited data lists. I want to be more personal with those. And then, my goal is to have a really good inbound lead source by the end of this year. But I get some of probably 30 or 40% of my leads comes from the brokerage team generation. So they advertise on the radio. They have a really good marketing program. And when calls come in, as the inside sales agents on the traditional real estate team are talking to those folks, because of my company's now being a part of that, and I have my real estate license, we can set them up with an option to have both the lead listing agent for the traditional real estate and myself go out, so we can present them with options and let them make a decision what's best for them and their family. And it's really been a great symbiotic relationship. They supply leads to me, I supply leads to them, and it's just been good.
So Talking about REsimpli, how long have you been using REsimpli for now?
Okay, how long have you guys been in existence?
Oh man, we opened it up for public about 3 years ago, I believe.
I think I've been on at least 2 now.
Yeah, so I remember you're definitely on 1.0 version. Yeah, I think you joined in 2020. Like
that
post
sounds
COVID,
about
right?
I know I felt like I was early on the train, but
you're definitely one of the early users. And were you using another system before you switched to REsimpli?
When I first got into real estate, I did the old Excel spreadsheets, and then I jumped into Podio. That was fumbly, and then did the investor fuse. Not a bad system, but I just REsimpli is great. I love the
awesome.
It's a simple machine, simple tool.
Were there any challenges before you were looking to switch to REsimpli? There was something that you were struggling with that made you look for another system?
Yes. So I would say the previous system that I was using, there was definitely some kinks in their system, and it was a great system. I don't have anything bad to say about them, but I had some frustrations using it, and just wanted something that I felt was easier, that I could train somebody else on how to use. Because I want to be in the system as little as possible, and I wanted something that really the drip campaign was a really big important factor to me, and just seamlessness. I wanted something that didn't break. I haven't had any issues with you guys, so awesome, I love it.
Thank you, man.
Simple but powerful is the way I would describe you guys' tool. I know I'm probably only running it at like 50% capacity. There's still a lot I have to learn and implement into the business. But I kind of go at a slow pace.
Yeah, hey, no, you've tripled your business, so I think you're being a little bit modest about it. Like from leaving a job, doing 1 deal per month to doing, basically about 30, 35. That's amazing, right? And what's been the most valuable feature for you in REsimpli?
Probably definitely the drip campaign. I never take my foot off the prospecting gas pedal. Like every morning, I've got time set aside for prospecting and follow-up. What I really appreciate about when I talk to somebody first time, they usually get just one manual follow-up phone call. And once we don't get them, or if it's still like, if they're a future lead, it's not a hot lead that needs to sell tomorrow, they get put on a drip, and that drip, there's no room for error. Like it's send a text and then it'll tell you to call. And we've tweaked it a little bit. I like that you can go in and make it your own language and tweak the times, but coming out of the box, I think there's very little that I had to tweak. And the follow-up system that comes with the drip campaign is just
absolutely right. Yeah, I would say like 95% of people that I talk to on calls like this, drip campaign hands down the most valuable feature for them.
Yeah, and just having everything, like it's great to have all the communication. So whether I call or a lead manager or an app calls, all the text, all the phone calls, everything just gets recorded in one spot. So it's beautiful to see all that on one page.
Amen. Anything else that you'd like to share with us about REsimpli?
Another big, huge factor for me is the customer service that you guys provide. It's always instant, or if you don't know the answer right away, your team does a great job of getting back whenever I have a question, whether it's a simple question that, I probably could find on my own if I research it, but they do a great job of responding really quickly. And I love the t-shirts that you guys sent out. I don't know where you get them, but it's super cool fabric.
Yeah, I'm wearing one under this. Yeah, those are, I've heard that from several people. Those are like the best quality t-shirts.
I have to get your vendor, because I have some t-shirts I want to make up. So.
Awesome, man. My last question is, has REsimpli helped you close more deals since you've been using it?
Most definitely. I don't know what the stat is, but it's like 80% of the business is in the follow-up. The money's in the database.
Money is in the follow-up, yeah.
I think it's like the 7th or 8th touch to a lead is the average I think it takes to get a deal. Yeah, without a doubt. Just having that follow-up system that's implemented, it forces you to do the follow-up. And if you're doing it, you don't just click the box to get rid of the task. You actually just do the simple task.
Right.
There's no way you won't close more business. So without a doubt.
Thank you so much, Phil. I appreciate you jumping on the call, man.
I appreciate you having me. And thanks again for everything you guys do. So it's a great product, and I know you put a lot of hours into it. So appreciate it.
Thank you, man. Thanks.
So this was a testimonial from one of our very active users. If you would like to learn more on how REsimpli can help you close more deals and make more money in your wholesaling business, check us out at REsimpli.com. And if you're ready to sign up and would like to get 50% off the first month, use the link in the video description or in the pinned comment for this video, and you'll get 50% off the first month. Thank you so much for watching this video, and have a great day.